Anything which has a beginning and has an end, that means it is illusion and has no substantial reality. So whatever you find in this world has a beginning and has an end. That means all these worldly things has no substantial reality and it is a pure representation of illusion. By illusion here we mean that it has no reality. It is not a real thing. It has a beginning, it starts, it stays for some time, and then it will go away. Example, a car. You see, we buy a new car, it stays for some time, and then it gets old, and then it is all in the junkyard. Our body also, it has a beginning, it stays for some time, and our body is finished. When we upon our death, the body is cremated and there is no longer the existence of our body. There is another kind of existence which is called the world of realities. If somebody is driving a car, there are two things to consider. One is driver and the other one is the car itself. The car only moves when the driver drives that car. Similarly, there are two things to consider when you see a person. One is the body and the other one is the soul within the body. The body is compared to the car and the soul within the body is compared to the driver. So the key element which is driving the car is the driver. Similarly, the key element which is driving this body is the soul. So the body has a beginning and end, so it is illusion. It has no reality. Substantial reality is not there. But the driver of the body, which is the soul, it is eternal, lives forever, has no end, and that is called the reality. It has no beginning and it has no end. That is why we place the word eternal. Eternal means it stays forever. Birth and death does not apply to the soul proper, because it is Sanatan, it is eternal. A son lost in the crowd only gets happy if he gets personal association of his father. Similarly, the soul within the body only gets happy if he gets personal association of his eternal father, who is Lord Krishna and Mother Radharani. Why is this so? Because our soul is eternal and Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, he is the chief eternal. See, there is a relationship between the subordinate eternal, which is we, Atma, and the supreme predominant eternal, who is Krishna. Only then the soul is happy. Only then we get happiness. Otherwise there is no happiness at all. How a soul can get united with his eternal father? When the soul uses a special spiritual device. The soul uses Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is also eternal, full of reality. So when the soul uses Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the soul is able to connect the subordinate reality, is able to connect with the supreme predominant reality by the via medium of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's why Ramayana says, Mantra japa mam dil biswasa pancham bhajan subhet prakasa. Kalyu keval naam adhar sumar sumar narutre par. So when you take the name of Lord, right, when you do devotional service, bhakti, you chant Mahamantra, then the soul gets eternally connected with the supreme chief eternal, who is Krishna. And that's the only way we can get happiness, and there is no other way.